Get ready for your daily dose of WordPress and web development tips, tricks, and insights to help you find success with WordPress. You're listening to WP the Podcast with your hosts, David Blackman and Tim Streifler.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to WP the Podcast. I'm David Blackman.
And I'm Tim Streifler.
And it has been a minute. Tim, we're back.
Yes. This was a non-planned podcast break. If you noticed our previous episode, we never said, hey, we're taking a break. All of a sudden, we just stopped making episodes, and we apologize for that. That was not intentional. It just happened, and then it was meant to be a short break, and it turned into a long break, and here we are, a year and a half later?
It's been about a year and a half. Yeah, I mean, lots has happened for a lot of people in the world, not only us, I'm sure. I mean, we've had a freaking global pandemic where everything shut down, and we couldn't even go to our favorite restaurants and sit down and have a meal and stuff. So lots of people lost their jobs. Lots of workplaces have changed. Fortunately, I think the WordPress industry has exploded as a result of it. And even clients and small businesses realized, holy shit, I need a website, so it's a lot of good stuff coming.
Yeah, absolutely. So I guess what we've been up to personally since the last episode, which I believe was the beginning of August 2020. And so my son was born. He was born August 2nd, 2020. So we had recorded a bunch of episodes in anticipation of me going on break with my son being born and everything. He was born 9 days early. And then, for those who are parents of young kids, you know how crazy life gets when you start adding babies into the mix. He's now 18 months old. And so, I guess that's our timestamp for how long we've been on break is how long my son Merritt is, or how old my son Merritt is
Tim,
how long we've been on break.
I think that deserves a little bit of congratulations, buddy. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Tim, that's a big deal. Firstborn. I've tried to give Tim a few of mine over the years, to kind of see if he wants to make sure he still wants to have kids. But so congratulations.
Thank you.
Well, what's kind of gone on for me in the last couple of years is I'm going to be pretty honest, transparent here. A lot of personal growth, finally, I think in that time period, or right before we quit, I finalized a divorce, and I settled down in the Pacific Northwest in a small town called Ashland, Oregon, to ride out the pandemic, and didn't realize the pandemic was going to last as long as it did. So I've been there for the last couple of years, and I recently relocated to East Tennessee, just outside the Knoxville area in Maryville, Tennessee. And Corey, my other business partner, Corey Jenkins with Divi Space and Aspen Grove Studios, we got our first office. And I'm recording this episode from a legitimate office. I think we're regressing, The world's going forward. We've been working remotely for a decade. And all of a sudden, Corey and I get an office. What the heck is going on? So maybe we're losing our minds.
Yeah. For those that don't know, David and his business partner, Corey, they've had the most non-traditional business ever because they were legal business partners in business with Aspen Grove Studios for, 14 months before you even met in person.
Yeah, right.
Which is crazy.
Met in a Facebook group. It was a bromance from the get-go, man.
Yeah. And then, you guys are in business for a while before you even met in person, and then fully remote company. And then, as you said, now years later, finally getting a physical office together. But it's amazing. I mean, it's a different world we live in where we have those options, and you can be remote, but you don't have to if you don't want to.
Yeah.
So.
And part of the reason why we got the office, or at least I wanted it, was a creative space. It's hard sometimes to separate your home office from your home.
Yes,
your office from your home when you're there all the time. So it can kind of stymie the creativity and stuff. And I really, really wanted to be able to foster that creativity. And that's what I think is going to happen here. Our office, I'll tell you a little bit about it. It's in the original library in downtown Maryville. It's got the original brick walls, some beaded board ceilings, original floors. And I mean, the place is just awesome. It's just got a great energy and vibe about it that makes me want to come in here and create awesome podcasts like this with Tim and, share our knowledge of WordPress and business with the world and with you guys.
Yeah, absolutely. Now, if you're listening to this and you haven't listened to any of our previous episodes and you're brand new to WP the podcast, first of all, welcome and thanks for checking us out. This is obviously an intro kind of welcome back episode, but starting tomorrow, we are going to be back at it with our daily episodes, everything from WordPress to business to marketing to page builders to everything in between. And so we definitely encourage you to come back and listen with us. Our episodes are usually pretty short, average like 5 to 8 minutes, usually no longer than 10 minutes at the most if it's a really in-depth episode. But the podcast is meant to be short and sweet, and it's daily. It's every day. So you can listen once a week and just binge listen to all the previous week's episodes, or you can join us on a daily basis. But we are excited to be bringing you our daily content every day from here on out.
And Tim, maybe I didn't. Good. I was thinking, man, I hope it's recording my audio. I see my bars going up, but I noticed that the little sound thing in the QuickTime audio recording is muted.
Oh, right. Yeah, that's the monitor. Yeah. We're a little rusty with our recording, everyone.
Yeah, we haven't done this in so while. It's like, would you click this, click that? I agree with Tim. If you're new, welcome. Thanks so much for checking us out. If you're a small business and your whole world has changed because of the pandemic, and you all of a sudden need to learn how to market yourselves online, what's the best way to present yourself with a website, you're in the right place, because Tim and I are a couple of freaking gurus and we know our stuff and we want to share our knowledge with you. And I'm not just saying that for, because I'm an egomaniac and I want to brag, but we have built multi-million-dollar businesses on the WordPress platform. So we come from experience and not from, theory or school. Not that there's anything wrong with school or education; it's important. But ours comes from good old hard knocks. We did it ourselves, and we built a couple of really, really awesome businesses. So we want to share that knowledge. So glad you're here, Tim. Tomorrow we've got another great topic: the best way to make your business stand out. Boom. Thanks for joining us, everybody, and we're super excited to be back. Until tomorrow, we'll see you then.
Take care. Bye-bye.
We've come to the end of today's episode of WP the Podcast. Join us tomorrow for more daily tips and strategies designed to help you run your WordPress business toward success. Remember to subscribe to WP the Podcast so you can stay up to date with each episode. And don't forget to rate and review us. We'll see you again tomorrow, right here on WP the Podcast.